Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the TRG Games podcast. Today is filled with our impressions of the PlayStation 5. And today I am joined with my good buddies, Chaz and Cooper. What's up, y'all?
What up?
What's happening?
Not too much. Just
A lot of gaming.
living in a post PS5 launch world now, which has been fantastic.
Isn't it nice to live in this time? Not really, but this part of it, like the PS5, is kind of cool.
It at least helps us get past all the other stuff.
Exactly.
You know? But I've been enjoying my time with the system, and I guess pretty much, we always like to start the podcast with what we've been playing, but that's actually going to be a topic for this week's episode, is all the games that we've been playing and our impressions of them. So actually, first off, we're just going to be talking about the system itself and kind of what we think of it. So guys, what was y'all impressions of when we first got our hands on our consoles and we opened the box up? What was y'all emotions? What were y'all going through?
This bitch ugly.
I just strapped it into my car seatbelt, and I'm just like,
same.
All right, I'm taking you home.
It's like so big, but like I wanted to be like so careful with it, but I feel like you could drop this thing off a building and it'd be okay.
Yeah, but I definitely don't want to chance it.
Nah.
For sure.
Not at the moment when you can't get another one.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I mean, I picked mine up at GameStop. I did the exact same thing. I seatbelted that baby in. I wanted to make sure it was safe and secure. Was not moving around in the truck. And then as soon as I got home, I opened that thing. I was like, dude, let me like just see how big this thing is. And like I measured it. It was literally the size of my fucking shin. It was so huge. From ankle to knee. It's gigantic. I literally had to rearrange my whole entire desk to fit this thing on my desk.
Yeah, it's
to a point where it didn't look weird.
Yeah, it's definitely a interesting interesting big guy.
Yeah.
Interesting big guy.
And originally I had it on the left side of my monitor, and it was facing the it was like facing leftwards out, but that side didn't have the PlayStation logo. It was like kind of like the bottom of the console if you have it like
if you're laying it down.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I can't have that. I gotta have the PlayStation logo on the outside. So I like flipped everything on my desk around.
It's the most Cade shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, I was about to say, some people didn't have that luxury to do that.
I just put mine horizontal on top of my PC, and it's literally bigger than my PC tower, like width wise, which is insane.
It's almost the height of my monitor, so that's something for sure. But yeah, I've been loving it. So, man,
can we talk about the controller for a second before we get into the games?
Dude, we can talk about everything and anything you want to talk about.
Okay, all right.
So
maybe not everything, Cooper.
All right. So this controller.
Don't do that.
We can talk about it.
This controller is like the best controller ever made, in my opinion.
I agree. I love it.
Like the form factor is so perfect. The only thing I don't like is that it's white, but I'm sure there's gonna be other colors coming soon. And I didn't know what to think about the haptic feedback and the triggers and stuff going into the console. But 5 minutes with Astro's Playroom or COD, and you're a believer in these triggers for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting to kind of feel that feedback for the first time, because you kind of like, when you hear all these kind of like sales pitches about these kind of things, like with the Joy-Con rumble and the haptic feedback of the DualSense, you're all just kind of like, yeah, okay, like that's cute and all, but like it never really lives up to expectations. And I believe I was blown away actually by the haptics. just in the few times that I've the games utilized it. Like Call of Duty was very interesting, although I turned that stuff off because I don't like to. It's just not what you want to happen in a multiplayer setting. In single player, sure, but not in multiplayer. It's just a little distracting and kind of, in a way, kind of puts you at like a disadvantage. Yeah. But Spider-Man was really cool. Demon Souls even utilized it a bit with like when you were shooting your bow. I'm trying to think of. I think Bug Snacks even used it too for like when you were taking pictures and scanning stuff. Like it would actually feel like you were actually like pressing down for like a camera.
Yeah.
It was
2K
interesting.
R2 is the sprint button in 2K, so as your player progressively gets tired, it gets harder to press the trigger, which I think is super cool.
Tired.
Tired.
Progressively more tireder.
Tired. As you get more tired, it gets harder to press
There you
the
go.
button. And just little stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, it just adds something that the Xbox doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll name drop.
I will say one thing though, I was low-key kind of not disappointed, but not as impressed with the vibrations. Just because I think HD Rumble on the Switch is just so good. Like I don't know why, just like I just think back to playing 1-2 Switch and feeling those balls in the controller. Like there's nothing like that gave me that sensation on the PlayStation yet. But
Yeah.
Gotcha.
it's an amazing controller. Like yeah, it's awesome.
Makes sense. I know for the most part, like when it comes to vibrations, like pretty much in Call of Duty, I turn everything off. I don't want any rumble, no feedback.
Usually, yeah, I do the same. But with
single player
this
stuff, I'll keep it on, like when I'm playing Spider-Man and stuff. And I mean, I don't have any gripes really about it, but
No, it's not bad. It's just I don't know, nothing like crazy. It's the triggers I think that really make the difference.
Yeah, definitely. For me, the vibrations just felt like a normal kind of controller, I guess, like that we've experienced for the last several decades with PlayStation controllers.
Yeah, pretty
since
much.
the DualShock 1. So that's so much, didn't really impress me for sure compared to like the Switch. But the triggers were definitely very impressive.
Yeah.
The other thing that I was also surprisingly impressed with was the quality of the mic on the controller.
Yeah.
Chaz and I kind of tested out really quickly in a party chat one time, and I was really surprised with like how clear it actually came out. I was expecting it to sound really shitty and kind of hard to hear, but it actually picked up very well.
Yeah, and if you're playing an online game, make sure you like have it muted or like something because I'm pretty sure people heard like 2 hours of me like just listening to random shit while I was playing COD one day. And I just look up and I see the little mic icon. I'm like, oh, my controller mic's on. Oh shit. So yeah.
I wonder what else they heard.
Yeah, if people didn't mute you already.
Yeah, if no one muted me, they're just hearing like LeBron in the background or something.
Yeah, for sure. I know that's definitely something that I'm cautiously aware of now. Is whenever like I'm online, I got to make sure it's muted if I'm not in a party chat. But I guess this is a good segue into another thing that is a little weird about the PlayStation 5 is that for certain games, it automatically downloads the PS4 version prior to the PS5 version, which is weird. Because originally it downloaded the PS4 version of Miles Morales for me and for Call of Duty. However, I didn't mind the Call of Duty one because I am using a DualShock 4 in order to play Call of Duty on the PS5. So I got
I forgot about that.
So the reasoning for me segueing into this is because since the PS4 controller doesn't have a mute button or a way to mute my headphones, and because of the way the paddles work on the DualShock, because it's not like a scuff, it's like an attachment that that the system reads the adapter as a USB headset, that I can't manually mute through the headset or through the system. I have to go into a party chat by myself so people won't hear me talking or hearing like music or podcasts in the background. So that's a whole nother weird issue that I have. But
You have so many tech issues. It's hilarious.
it really is. Should we? So
We don't
little
even want to go
backstory.
into what we went into trying to get this podcast recorded.
There's a reason why the podcast has been delayed for a while.
Yeah.
And recordings of all kinds. So I have 2 laptops. We'll give them the backstory. Why not?
Yeah.
Little anecdote.
BTS.
So I have 2 laptops. I have an HP laptop and I have a MacBook. Prior to the PS5 coming out, both were working perfectly fine. And I was like, PS5's coming out. We're going to get content. Like, we're going to do all kinds of stuff. PS5 comes out. HP laptop, Adobe Premiere doesn't work anymore. So I can't edit the podcast or any of the videos because I have no audio feedback. So I can't hear what the fuck's going on in the recordings. Go to the MacBook to try to do everything. Safari's completely blown out. So I can't upload anything onto the MacBook. So I can't upload anything and I can't edit anything on opposite systems. So
it turns out your boy's recording everything. So you're welcome, guys.
And then we go to record because I'm like, okay, well, we'll record the podcast on the HP. I'll edit it on the MacBook and upload it back onto the HP because I was having issues with it or whatever. So we go to record. Mike was working perfectly fine. Chaz and I were kind of, shooting the shit before Cooper hopped on. And right before Cooper hopped on, my mic just gave out for whatever reason. The mic's the red light's still on. It's plugged in. It's on. It's working. But then on Discord, which is how we're recording the podcast, it doesn't pick up any mic. The default laptop mics doesn't pick up the Snowball. Nothing's working. Hey. Talking over the phone on the Discord app.
So yeah,
that's my true life story.
So that's how we're getting this to you guys.
But we're going above and beyond. We're trying to get you guys the content that y'all come back for.
Yeah. So you know it doesn't have technical issues, except it does? The PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it does.
Except it does.
Yeah. So as of today, as of recording, which is December 3rd, Call of Duty has been bricking people's PlayStation 5s, and they have to send them off to get them repaired by Sony themselves.
You gotta
which is really
love
sad. Which is really sad because it's not like you can just go back to a retail store or whatever and get it swapped out if you bought like an in-store warranty, because there's no systems at all. You got what you got. Otherwise, you got to wait for it to be shipped off to Sony, and then who knows how long it's going to be before they send you a new system. So,
but to be fair, we don't know how often this is happening.
That is true.
So it could be very rare, but it's still a possibility.
Like 100 people out of the millions that have a PlayStation,
Yeah.
Well, let's not go that far. Not that many people have PS5s yet.
Well, you're right. There's millions sold, but how many people actually own one that are utilizing it and not scalping them? That's a whole nother discussion. But I've also had several issues myself with games crashing and stuff like that while playing. I've had Call of Duty crash. I've had Demon's Souls crash. I had Spider-Man crash.
Yeah, COD's the only game that's crashed for me. Yeah, COD's crashed a good bit. So
only a few times for me, not like a crazy amount.
Yeah, it hasn't happened as much, but the first couple days it happened a good bit.
Yeah, I had it maybe a handful of times. Where the other games, I had it maybe once or twice. But still, I mean, it is a launch system, so there's always going to be some of those issues. It's kind of the
beta testing, pretty much.
Yeah, it's kind of the only bad thing about getting something at launch is that usually the systems at launch aren't as up to snuff as later models, because it's I guess you could say like older parts at the time when the newer systems come out, because they've fixed all the bugs and tweaks and stuff like that. But I'm sure there's going to be a patch update within the next day or two to fix this issue. So
yeah, hopefully.
Nothing to be concerned with for the most part, as long as you don't play Call of Duty.
While we're at it, let's talk about Call of Duty.
Yeah, so
why does everybody hate it?
I don't know, Cooper. No, you ask yourself.
Yeah, have you talked in the mirror?
No, I don't hate it. I just got mad. but I don't hate it. Like I feel like
It's
everyone on
Call of
Twitter is
Duty.
just like,
Everyone gets mad at Call of Duty.
yeah. So I don't hate it, but like I see a bunch of people on Twitter just like this game's fucking terrible, dude. Modern Warfare was better.
Well, that's just Twitter.
Yeah, I know,
Well,
but I'm just
Modern
saying it's
Warfare-
annoying.
Modern Warfare objectively is not better than Call of Duty.
Oh, I thought
but
you were gonna
by
say it
the worst.
was, and I was about to fucking end this
No, 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 no.
podcast.
No. Never in my life will I ever say Modern Warfare was a good game.
Oh, sorry, Bob.
Yeah. Now, I think the problem with Cold War is that everyone had high hopes being a Treyarch title and also being coming off of Modern Warfare that it was going to be light years beyond different and a better game, which I think I firmly believe it is a better game, but I think there's a huge problem with the game as it stands right now. It does have a lot of, I guess you could say, similarities with Modern Warfare as far as skill-based matchmaking. Maps even
Camping.
somewhat feel linear, like not linear. Maps feel somewhat similar, except for doors, obviously. Like,
Oh yes, thank
they
you.
said,
No
they
doors.
said that it was supposed to be like your typical 3-lane, which there kind of is, but there's like, I don't know. There's a lot of ins and outs of the maps. Like, there's a lot of places that you just see every part of the map from, and it's not like every position is a power position in a way. Spawning is really bad, just like it was in Modern Warfare, and the kill streaks is also a problem as well. Which I don't know if you could really say they're kill streaks, they're score streaks. Actually, I believe they're titled, which is fine and all, but it should be a streak. It should end whenever you die, not continue throughout the game.
You know, at first I really didn't like that, but I don't really have a problem with it anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
now I'm just like
you
whatever
still have
about
to
it.
go the fuck off if you want a gunship. You know, it's not like they're just giving everyone anything. Like,
You're
you still
right,
have to
you're
get
right.
the kills. It's just
not like little Johnny's gonna get a fucking chopper gunner just by sitting in a corner of the whole game.
like you actually have to be
No,
doing
it's
well.
not.
So,
But the problem is that the end of every match is just a shit show because everyone's calling in their streaks around the same time.
Yeah.
And it just like the second half of the match is just nearly unplayable.
I disagree, but I feel like every COD's like that.
Well, okay, so strategically, a lot of times you would save your score. Like, let's say we're playing domination, which is what we mostly play. Usually, yeah, you would save your kill streaks for the second half because that's when you need to close out the game, right? But if everyone's getting their score streaks around the same time because it doesn't reset upon death, then everyone's calling in their shit at the same time, and at that point, it just becomes a whoever presses right on the D-pad first, because you can only have so much in the air at a time.
Right. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying about the whole score streak thing, but like Chaz was saying too, it is true because like I tried like to get a VTOL, I had to really fucking get out there and like go off to get the VTOL, and I find the VTOL really sick, but at the same time, sometimes like I find that like the AI controlled ones and the ones you control, sometimes they could just be not that great.
I feel like the
other
kill
times they're
streaks,
great.
other than like the cruise missile, aren't that good. Like the chopper gunner sucks. The gunship's good, but it's hard as fuck to get, so it's like whatever. The VTOL,
Chopper
like you
gunner,
said,
yeah.
the
It's
VTOL, like you
weird.
said, is hit or miss. The cruise missile is fucking sick. But
Yeah.
other than that, like I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like the streaks are that big of an issue. But that's
Chopper
just
gunner's
me.
super ass, dude.
Yeah, like I don't think the chopper gunner is that good. Like I don't know.
Especially when you're using playing like
I think the
one
chopper
of the
gunner
maps.
is super good
I don't know. I used it for a while. And I didn't think it was.
because
Honestly,
it takes like four missiles to even destroy 4 or 5.
Yeah, but the chopper's
rocket
80
launchers.
miles off the map. You can't even see where the fuck you are.
also, if you're on a map where they have
I
like an
guess.
inside building, it's impossible almost to hit them.
Well, that is true. A lot of the maps do have a lot of like inside. Although I will say the amount of napalms that killed me while I was inside buildings have been ridiculous.
I've
Because like
just been.
I'm in the middle of the house and then I'm getting killed by a napalm, which is 20 feet from where I'm standing. It's like, what?
All right. Well, since we made fun of Cade for having technological errors, now I'm having technological errors, and we missed some recordings, so we were talking about COD, but pretty much we all like it. I'm max level, so that should just tell you what I think of the
Yeah.
game. Cade, you're like 2 levels from max right now,
I'm like
uh,
90, 98, 97, something like
and
that.
Cooper, I know you're pretty high up too, so.
I'm 70 prestige 2.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've all been playing the game a lot. We all love it. We love it so much. We talked so much that my computer stopped recording. So
Your computer got tired of hearing
they're like,
this.
we need to move on. So Cold War, if it doesn't break your PS5, gets
It's a
Play
solid
it.
title.
gets a thumbs up from
Play
Tech
it.
Ridge Games. And I think it's gonna be a good
Yeah.
year in terms of like the league, the Call of Duty League,
Yeah,
and in terms of like new maps and like the seasons and shit. I think COD is looking up.
yeah, and also comparatively to Infinity Ward, Treyarch has already started doing nerfs and buffs to weapons, unlike Infinity Ward, who has never, I think, patched a single gun.
Yeah,
Within the
Treyarch's
first
already
6
done
months.
more patching than Modern Warfare did all last year.
So
So
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
whole
think they
year.
moved the bomb site for a certain map in search. So they're already doing a lot of stuff, and it's only going to go upwards, in my opinion,
yeah,
with Cold War. So looking forward to the year, and ready to grind some more, as long as it doesn't break my PlayStation. So the next game I kind of want to talk about was actually one of the first games that I played, which was Bug Snacks.
Bug
Um,
snacks.
Surprisingly, a really fun game. I had little to no expectations for this game, but it was the free PlayStation Plus game of the month of November, so I was like, fuck it. Why not? You know? And I started playing it and I was like, this is actually really fun. And like it's very weird and zany, and the story is actually kind of interesting. And I was pleasantly surprised with it, and I ended up playing through it and getting the platinum trophy on it. And if you were able to get the game on PlayStation Plus, I definitely recommend it. If you weren't able to and you would have to buy it, I mean, it was a solid game, but I don't know if I'd pay. I think it was like $25. Maybe if it goes on sale, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
'Cause
really
I
interest
I
me,
beat the
but
game,
I don't know.
and
I definitely
platinum'd
wanted to
in like
try
an
it. I
hour,
didn't get a
so,
chance yet, but I'm definitely gonna want to play it.
yeah,
I've heard it's
I think I
similar
got
to
the
like
platinum in
Pokemon
like 10
Snap, but
hours.
without the Pokemon.
Kind of. It's kind of, yeah, and like all the Bug Snacks like say their names
Yeah.
like Pokemon, so it's like Snack Pug,
This is the Pokemon game I've been waiting for.
Snack Pug,
Yeah, I think I
and
would
stuff
just
like
love to
that.
get like super blazed and play this game and be like, what the fuck is happening?
Dude, that game would probably be hysterical.
That would be definitely ideal to do.
I mean, they
That
had
might
to
be
be
the
high
best
when
way
they
to play
made it.
dude. Holy shit,
Dude, it
dude!
might
They were
be.
definitely on some shit, dude. They were definitely on some shit when they made
They're
this
like-
game. It's amazing.
So like, what if you like ate a strawberry and you like became a strawberry?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. They definitely did. They definitely did. And all the creatures I thought were really well thought out. They were very clever. They had a bunch of like unique like personalities for the Bug Snacks too, and the creatures, which are the Grumpuses, which is like the humanoid bear type creatures that you play as.
Yeah.
And there's like it gets kind of deep. It's like fucking conspiracy theory type shit and all
The
this kind of
fuck?
stuff. And yeah, it's actually really it's a
Okay,
blast
now I might have to play
It's
it.
really fun. It's really fun. But yeah, so if you got it on PlayStation Plus, awesome. Definitely give it. I would definitely recommend it if you're able to get it on PlayStation Plus. It's a fun game. But not really
Segueing.
too much else to really talk
Yeah.
about.
Segueing over to another free game if you have a PS5. I finally jumped into Astro Room like 2 days ago. I don't know. Have
Yep.
either of you guys played it?
Nope.
Not yet. I was planning on it, but I never got around to it.
This game,
Because I heard good things about
this
it.
game is so good, guys. Y'all have to play it. Like,
So about Astro's Playroom,
Yeah.
like the
yeah, the game that comes with the PS5. Like,
Oh yeah.
the platforming is fucking awesome. Like, and like it really shows off the controller well. But the thing that I love so much about this game, and I'm only halfway through it, and it's not really that long, but if you're a PlayStation fan and you've had PlayStation consoles your entire life, you have to play this game. It's like a fanboy's like dream, and there's so many cool Easter eggs to so many cool PlayStation games, like stuff that even I've been playing PlayStation almost my whole life. Even stuff that I didn't even get, I had to look up, but like definitely recommend playing it. It's not long, and it's easy platinum. I'm probably gonna platinum that soon, but it's really fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
hear that they had a lot of Easter eggs in there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm looking forward to playing it. It's just there's a lot of new stuff that I was like really intriguing to play over it.
yeah, exactly.
That's kind of why I haven't gotten
Yeah,
around to it.
I
but
didn't
it's
jump
definitely
into
on my
it
to-do
until
list.
I was waiting. I'm just pretty much waiting for Cyberpunk at this point. We all are. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump into it, and I was really, really impressed with it. For a free game, I'm really hope that studio gets a chance to make a full-fledged PS5 game, because I know their VR game is regarded as probably the best PSVR game, one of the best straight up VR games. I've never played it. None of us have because we don't have PlayStation VR. But everyone loves Astrobot, and Astro's Playroom just picks right up where Astrobot left off. So definitely recommend that.
For sure. Looking forward to it.
All right, next up, you want to talk about Demon Souls?
Yeah, sure. I'll talk about it. So Demon Souls is it's a remaster of the original game done by Bluepoint Studios, who did pretty much all the remastered titles for the last like decade for PlayStation. The Uncharted series, Shadow of the Colossus, all kinds of stuff. So they've kind of been like the go-to remaster studio for a while, and this one definitely was an interesting game for them to remaster compared to the other titles, and they did a phenomenal job with it. So Demon Souls, for those who don't know, was the original Souls game done by I don't think it was From Software at the time. I don't know if that studio technically existed
Yeah, I don't
until
remember.
because it was
It was a Bandai Namco game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was in America. It was published by Atlas, and I think in partnership with like, what's the company? I can't think of it, but I think it was two different studios, if I'm not mistaken.
Bandai Namco, right?
I think maybe so. I think maybe one in Japan and one in America.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was the game that kind of started it all. And I remember buying this game originally on the PlayStation 3 back in high school.
Yeah, I remember.
Because I heard, oh my God. So I bought it.
I remember us all being at GameStop and we're like, dude, this game's supposed to be so fucking hard, dude. Like, oh my God. And then Cade's like, I'm gonna fucking buy it. And then.
Yeah, so I bought it, played it, got my ass kicked, and immediately went back, I think later that afternoon, and returned it. And like 10 years later, I fucking beat it.
Yay!
He did it.
Life is a full circle.
Yeah. So now I will say I'm not the best Souls player. I'm not an expert with the series or anything. This is actually the first Souls game I actually completely finished. And beat the final boss on, got the credits rolling. So
now the question is, are you gonna go for the platinum?
Yes.
Is it a hard platinum?
Not really. It does require like 2.5 playthroughs though, in a way. So because you have to have you have to purchase all miracles and spells, and in order to buy them, you need the demon souls, like the bosses' souls, in order to do that. And there's some of them that overlap, between two of the NPCs that you buy them from, and some of them are even like you need like 3 of them, so you need to defeat the boss 3 times essentially
Gotcha.
to buy them from 3 different NPCs. So there's a lot of different spells that you get from each boss soul. So you kind of have to play through it a couple times in order to do that. But it's really the only 2 trophies I have left besides the platinum.
Gotcha.
So it's really not that bad.
I have a question about this game because I'm never gonna play it. I've never played a Souls game. Probably won't ever. Do you get to fight that big dragon human thing that's in the trailer?
Yes.
Nice. That's probably sick.
Yes.
That's probably
it's very different compared to a typical Souls boss fight, though.
Like, I always love the enemy designs of the Souls bosses, but I just have no interest in putting myself through that. Like, I get mad at games that aren't supposed to be hard. I can't even imagine how much I'd rage.
Compared to Call of Duty, I was playing this game and I was so fucking chill.
Dude, honestly though, like Fallen Order, Star Wars,
I couldn't beat that shit.
Like that shit had me fucked up, and I was on it's like easy than the medium one. I was on the medium one. I was getting shit on by the first boss.
And then all the people that play Souls games like all the time are like, this game is so easy, bro.
It's so easy. Hardest setting, so easy, dude. I'm just like, what you mean?
Fucking cracked, bro.
I mean, I will say there were times I had to use a walkthrough because the game is also very kind of weird at times because there's like world tendencies. So there's like white world tendency and black world tendency, and like different things happen. And different things happen depending on the tendency. And then like you also have a human form and a soul form. Soul form, you have less health, but it's kind of like quote unquote an offline mode where you can't be invaded and you can't invade other people. But if you're in human form, you could be invaded by other people. But if you die, it lowers your tendency in human form, but you get more health in human form. Soul form, you have less health, and it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Sounds complicated.
And compared to the other Souls game where it's very linear, you beat a boss, you move on to the next area, you beat a boss, move on to the next area. This one's very weird to where like the first world, you can't complete it until you finish kind of like the rest of the stuff. And then you can kind of jump skip around the other worlds free willy, like as you like.
I love that movie.
Free Willy.
Cooper's never seen it.
Is that
I thought we watched
it. Free Nilly? Free Nilly might be the correct word I'm trying to use in this sense, though. But
either one
kind of like, but you can like jump around the different worlds after you defeat the first boss. Like the whole game kind of opens up, which is very interesting because like you can go for certain weapons to help your build. Like if you want to do a magic build or a strength build, like there's different weapons you can find in different worlds that will help you along the way to make the rest of the game easier for you, compared to like the other games where like if you might not get the correct, like the best weapon for your build until like way later in the game. So you're struggling in that beginning section and then the rest is simple. Whereas this one, like you can kind of fast track to that weapon and then make the whole game pretty easy for you. If that makes sense.
Another thing from watching streams, this game might be the best looking PS5 game so far.
It's gorgeous.
It's amazing looking.
And I really enjoyed it. I just wish I would have gave it a fairer shot back in the day. But
sometimes
there was a lot of quality of life improvements in this game, from what I've heard, that makes it not necessarily easier, but it makes it a little easier. Like there's a ring that allows you to have full movement in the water that didn't exist prior. But for the most part, I mean, the game's from the ground up, just a complete remake of the first game. They didn't change really much of anything, as far as like the combat system and all this kind of stuff. So
yeah.
I wanted to tell you, Cade, is that you like Souls games and shit? You had ever thought about checking out Mortal Shell?
I haven't. Well, I haven't played it, but it's like it's on my like peak, like kind of interested to play like list. For sure.
I definitely think you would like it.
I've never even heard of that
Because that's the game I told you that I bought for $30. I thought it looked sick, and people were saying that it's not as hard as the Souls game. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, I'm gonna buy this because I could probably do it. And then I buy it, and I just like the first enemy I encounter, I'm like trying to I'm going to fight him and shit, and I'm dodging and shit like that. I get shit on. I'm just like, nope, this game is not for me. So I wasted $30, but it's okay. At least I gave them some business because I mean, the game was a super sick, cool idea, and I think it was made by like a very small team of people. So
Yeah.
And there you
Now,
figured-
if we can get the recording stuff properly done, we might do a tech-rich playthrough of Demon Souls. Might try to do that.
go. Yeah, hopefully we could get that all figured out because that'd be cool.
Yeah. Do like one of the shared gameplays. So like we're doing kind of like a la Game Grumps style playthrough of the game where I'll be playing it and then Chaz and Cooper are kind of hanging out. We're just kind of shooting the shit while playing. So if I can get shit working,
One day.
potentially do that. Yeah, so one day soon in the future, hopefully, I would like to do that. I guess the next game we could talk about is none other than Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Well, I figured we'd end on that, so I don't know if there was any other games you'd want to talk. Wanted to talk about.
Was there any other games that we've been playing?
I don't know. Did you play Valhalla?
No, I
All
haven't.
right, then
I
I guess just Miles. Yeah, Miles. Cooper, you played anything else?
nope, I have not started anything else yet.
All right.
All right, so let's talk about Spider-Man.
The last game we're going to talk about is Miles Morales.
Also, no spoilers because I haven't finished it.
Yeah, no spoilers because Cade hasn't finished it and Cooper doesn't even have it yet. So.
And I'm sure most listeners haven't finished it. Maybe not.
No spoilers. This game is fucking incredible, and I might like it more than PS4 Spider-Man.
Whoa, bold statement, but fair.
I just love Miles so much. And I don't know, I don't know what to. I can't really say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. But like the soundtrack in this game, especially, is so good.
It's fucking dope.
The little improvements.
The soundtrack's so good.
The little improvements they made from PS4, like the Spider-Man app, to just track the crimes instead of just sitting on top of a building waiting for a crime to happen like we did for PS4. I don't know, they just did a lot of quality of life improvements, I feel like. And it just makes me super excited for whatever they're working on because I know this isn't their main, they got to be working on a bigger Spider-Man game, I'm assuming. Because this is kind of an in-between, you know?
Yeah, because you kind of wonder if they're going to go back to just a straight-up Peter Parker Spider-Man for the next game. Or
now, this is what I'm hoping.
Maybe they might do kind of what's the Batman game where they have all the different
Titans or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's like Robin and
yeah.
They might do something like that, more like a Spider-Verse styled Spider-Man where you kind of have Peter Parker, Miles Morales, maybe a Gwen Stacy Spider-Woman.
What I'm hoping they do is it's called
might be in there.
I hope it's called Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it's just a fully co-op. So you could play as Spider-Man or you could play as Spider-Man, and you can be Peter or you could be Miles, and you could date MJ or you could date someone else.
Or you could play as the Spider mech suit girl, or you could play as Spider Cat.
If they had a Spider-Verse game, oh my god, that's another cool thing. They added the Spider-Verse suit and shit to this game. Oh, we gotta talk about the suits. The suits in this game are so good. I mean, that's another. The suits were amazing on the PS4.
That I've gotten so far have been pretty sick.
They have the Spider-Verse suit as well as the Spider-Verse glitch thing, which is cool, but hurts the fuck out of my eyes, so I can't use.
Definitely.
They have the Spider-Cat suit, which whenever Cooper plays this game, he's gonna fucking do the side mission, get that suit, and never change the suit.
Nope.
My favorite suit is the 2020 suit, which if you play the game, you know. If you didn't play the game,
is that the Daft Punk looking one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Complete all the spider challenges, and you can thank me later.
Yeah, that one's sick.
But yeah, I just think this is a great addition to the Insomniac Spider-Verse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me want more, and I just wish. I mean, this game is not. It's 10 hours long, So it's not super long, and it actually ended kind of abruptly, in my opinion. But um, I just want more because Insomniac they're just so good at what they do. If you're into Ratchet and Clank, I mean, they make just quality games. They don't make bad games, pretty much.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to that Ratchet and Clank game too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even
But
like Ratchet and Clank, but I mean, it looks good.
yeah, but yeah. So far, I'm about, I think, according to my save file, I'm like 57% done, which I feel like I really didn't do much, but I did a lot of like the side stuff prior to like finishing. Like I kind of do all the side stuff and then kind of go into the main story more as I go. So just by doing most of the side missions and then doing the little main missions I did, I'm already like more than halfway through. So I probably don't have too much left, but from what I played so far, like I'm truly enjoying it. I like how they did New York in a different time of the year,
Yeah, getting to see it's
whereas
snowy.
regular Spider-Man seems like it might have been like summer or so. This one's winter, so it's all like Christmassy and there's snow everywhere. And
This is the perfect game
it's
to play over Christmas break, if you have a Christmas
yeah,
break.
yeah. So hopefully people are opening this up for Christmas and whatnot, and hopefully you got systems as well.
Yeah,
But
I'm excited
yeah,
for both of y'all to play it and finish it, so we can do a spoiler
Definitely.
podcast about it.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I really like this, like the ray tracing and stuff. It looks really really good. But playing this game in 60 FPS is just once you play it in 60 FPS, you can't go back to 30, like straight up. You can't.
No, that's also why the Spider-Verse like mod you have to kind of like take off because you're just like I can't see it.
Yeah, because
choppy. Like, I gotta see
it almost
smooth.
looks like the game is not running good, but it is. It's purposely not running good.
Yeah,
But
it's a 60 frame game with 24 frames animated suit
it
flying
literally
around
hurts
the
my
map
eyes
and
to look
stuff.
at for more than like 30
So
seconds.
you're seeing two different things in different frames. So it's kind of awkward since the environment and everything is 60 frames and then Miles is moving in 24 frames. So it
Yeah.
looks weird, but normally it probably wouldn't be that bad, but
Like I
because
feel like
it's
it
hand-drawn
looks
and
better on
kind of style
PS4
looking. So yeah, maybe so.
because
Maybe
the game's
so.
not on 60 in PS4, so it might not be as jarring.
Maybe, but I think they purposely did that because it's like a hand-drawn style
Yeah,
animation.
yeah.
Which, if it's true hand-drawn, it's actually like 12 frames a second.
I'm pretty sure it's not actually hand drawn.
Because hand-drawn animation, you do 12s because it's every other frame is a different still. But if it's animated like CG, it's 24 or 30 or 29.95 or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, that's a little animation tidbit factoid of the day.
Oh,
The
there
more
you
you
go.
know.
The more you know.
But yeah,
Gotta
where
put my degree to use some sort of
yeah,
way, right?
there you go, educating us. Yeah, we're all loving our PS5, and we just can't wait for Cyberpunk. Pretty much.
Also having the PlayStation Store built into like the actual system
Oh,
itself is
so
really
nice.
nice.
It's beautiful.
Being able to actually just go to the store and actually being able to fucking use it.
Yeah, and and it's loading right away and not being laggy
Yeah.
and
The I think my biggest gripe with it is which actually started on PS4 because they just changed it with like the recent update or whatever, is the party chat system and all that kind of stuff. I don't really care for that.
yeah,
I
if
don't
we're
like how
gonna
they do
talk
the new
before we
parties.
go, my one complaint about the PS5 is the activity bar thing.
At the bottom.
I wish you can have your friends list and your party chat separate. I wish you could have
Yeah.
your trophies like in one of those things. Like they let you
Yeah, you have
they let you customize it, but they only let you add like network and like one other thing. Like they need to
Yeah,
let you
which you
add
don't really
trophies.
use often.
Yeah, it's
Because
like
getting
stuff
to
I
your
don't
trophies
want
is
there
annoying.
anyway.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
but those
So
are
Just
all
like it
things
was
that
on
I
PS4.
yeah, those are all things that I think they will fix.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when the PS4 came out, they adjusted a couple things, so I'm hoping that comes pretty soon.
Yeah. So for me, seeing the trophy list horizontally isn't that big of an issue, but having the fact that I have to press the PlayStation button, go over to the game I'm playing, press options, click go to Game Hub, then move over to the trophy list, and then look at the trophies every single time I want to look at the trophy list is really annoying.
It's gotten to the point where I just have the trophies open on my computer because I don't feel like going through that every time.
Now, I will say having the tracking of the trophies is really nice.
Oh yeah, I really like
the
that.
card section, which is how I knew how many I had left for Demon Souls,
Yeah.
or like the percentage of them. It's like, oh well, I got 1 more for this one, and I got 10 more for this one. It's like, okay, well, got nearly all of them. So that was really nice.
Yeah, they definitely have some things that really help, like quality of life shit from PS4. But I really hope they just iron out these few little things that pretty much everyone's annoyed with this shit that I've heard.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why they changed the trophy, having to find it that way and not going to the game bar and seeing it there first thing. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, and the party system thing just baffles me. Like, I think they tried to do something kind of like Discord, like where you make a chat and you can just join it whenever you want. But like, I don't need a notification every time one of my friends joins a party chat and shit. And like, I don't.
Yeah.
I want to see my friends and the parties separate. Like, I don't want to have to scroll past 10 parties to see who's online.
Yeah, and then every time you're in a party, like it shows up and then you have to like leave it in order to like have it not pop up anymore, and it's a little weird. It's like you kind of just need like
Discord on PS5.
It's kind of like you need one big party host or like 2 of them, depending on like games. Which is kind of like why I'm in 2. I have like one with like my brother and his friends, and then like I have one of like us. Some of them are overlapping because he'll join one and then he'll invite people over, and then I'll join the other and I'll invite people over.
And then eventually it's all just the same people.
yeah, you're right. But like I mean, it's kind of nice to have like it's kind of like a Discord kind of esque server.
Yeah, I could see what they were trying to do
stuff, but it's kind of a pain in the ass of trying to figure out which party's which and if someone's actually in it with you or not.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird, but oh well.
Yeah, I think that's it. Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Overall, very positive about the system and looking forward to everything moving forward to it. Yeah, Cyberpunk's coming out.
So Cyberpunk comes out a week from the day we're recording this.
Yes.
So I'm assuming we're gonna record a podcast sometime after that game comes out.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I mean, we probably won't be talking about it per se for a while, just because of how big it's gonna be.
We're gonna
probably
first impressions or something.
Maybe so. I think maybe our next podcast might be our game of the year.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, we need time with Cyberpunk to see what our game of the year is.
Well,
even though I already know what my game of the year is.
Do we want to? Yeah, I know, right? Do we want to put that in this year, or do we want to save it?
It comes out this year.
We can technically. You're right. We could technically say it's a next year game.
Because technically the PS5 version doesn't come out till next year. But I think it's stupid that award shows don't include December games. So TechRidge Games is gonna include December games.
All right. Well,
so maybe we don't do that. Maybe we don't do that till like the beginning of January, so we have time to finish everything.
I don't even think we're gonna still finish Cyberpunk by then.
I mean, no, dude, it's only like 200 hours, guys. Come on, like.
Yeah, not counting everything else.
Yeah, I still gotta finish fucking Assassin's Creed too.
Who wants to play Assassin's Creed when you have Cyberpunk, Cade? Let's be real.
Also, I gotta do every single side quest possible, dude. So it's gonna take me longer than that.
Cooper, you need to fucking play Spider-Man before Cyberpunk, because you're not gonna play Spider-Man.
I know, you're right.
You can quickly finish Spider-Man.
Yeah, play Cyberpunk Spider-Man this weekend or some shit.
How many hours is it?
10.
Oh shit!
Unless you want the platinum, then double that.
Yeah, just mainline the story. You don't need to do. Well, actually, you need to do some of the side missions for the cat. Do some of the side missions, but you'll see. It's short.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it.
My goal is to platinum the games I'm playing. So like, I gotta fucking platinum Demon Souls. I gotta platinum Spider-Man. I might platinum Assassin's Creed.
Maybe by July of 2021, we'll be able to put out our 2020 podcast of Game of the Year.
I think we should probably just not include Cyberpunk
Dude, I
in the
just
game
don't
theater.
understand why people think that. It's
because
coming
you
out in
don't have enough-
December.
Because you don't have enough time to play it.
Dude, if a movie comes out in December, it's not gonna be in the awards.
Oh, God. Well, this one is also a special case because of how big it is.
That's what she said.
Hey.
I don't know. I think we should include it.
All right. It's not going to be on my list. I'll just say that.
How do you know? What if it's the best game you ever played in the first 10 minutes?
Because I don't even know if I'm
First
going to
10
get to it
minutes.
this year.
What if
to be
what if
honest.
the opening of it is better than the opening of The Last of Us 1 and we're just like, what the fuck?
I'd be impressed.
I would be
really
very
be
impressed.
But
Last
I
of Us 2
mean,
is
I
winning our
still-
game of the year. Period. We can say it now, right?
Yeah. Spoilers.
Spoilers. I watched a 7-hour fucking review of The Last of Us this week, and I'm probably gonna rewatch it because that's how good it was.
That was a pretty solid.
Dude.
Hey,
game.
to be
I'm not
honest,
gonna lie.
I'm just saying this. For Cyberpunk, I'm spending 4 hours no less on character customization.
Yeah, I'm worried about how long. Do we all know what class we're playing yet?
I don't know anything about Cyberpunk at the moment.
I'm going
not
Street
spoiling myself
Kid
on
hacking. all the
No
way.
Hacking does sound like a
killing.
cool one.
I'm gonna go no killing.
I want to play. Well, I was gonna
Fuck
say.
everybody. I'm killing all of them.
I was gonna say I
motherfuckers.
want to.
absolutely.
I want to play it as a Mr. Robot game, but spoilers. There's a lot of killing in Mr. Robot, so sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go hacking and like guns or killing or some shit. I don't fucking know. Something
Wow,
like
y'all violent, bro. I'm just trying to have a peaceful world out
that.
here.
Video games are for, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh, so you're
I
part of the
usually like
problem.
going more stealthy approach in the game, so I'll probably do hacking.
Yeah, the stealthy would be cool.
All I'm saying is if you killed people in Watch Dogs 2, you're part of the problem. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Tech Ridge.
He's
Word
only
epi-
saying that because he fucking didn't.
And Greg Miller.
All right. Hold on, hey y'all. My manager's calling me, so I'll
Alright.
see y'all later.
Alrighty,
dude,
guys.
later.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Ridge Games podcast, whatever the fuck episode this was. Cooper, say the thing.
Hey, hit that bell, y'all. Ding ding.
Yeah, sorry this episode was kind of jumbled, mumbled. But we'll do better next time. See you later, guys. Bye.
Later.